I forgot to record from the beginning, but this is just a little short video on using this little pie maker. And I took a box of Jiffy Cornbread muffin mix. And since I'm the only one eating these today, my husband doesn't want any, I just fixed half a box. And I used half the milk and half an egg. And beat it up and put it in there. Now, I got this idea from Ken Click on YouTube. And they look darker in the video than what they are. Here, let's see if I can get closer. But I tasted one, yum. They turned out perfect. But he put 9 minutes. No, 8 minutes. 8 minutes on his. And I put 7. So they're a little dark, but so I think the next time I put 6 minutes. But you don't fill it up past, the top of the pie maker where you pour the stuff in. You don't want to go too full because then it'll start getting too dark on the top before the inside's done. But they turn out pretty good, little muffins. But like I said, I'm going to go lighter. This one turned out pretty good on 7 minutes. But I also add a little sugar to mine, which will make them get dark faster too because of the sugar in it. Because I like really sweet cornbread. So Jiffy Mix has kind of a sweetness anyway, but it's sweeter when you add like a teaspoon of sugar to the mix, half a box. But I'm getting 2 muffins, good size. And then I'll get a little bit smaller one out of a half a box. So that's what I'm making. Back in a minute. While you're using this little pie maker, the light up here will go off and on. Don't worry about that. It does that all through the cooking. But this is the little last muffin. And it was a smaller amount of the mix. But this is after 5.5 minutes. So I'm going to take it out before too long. But it seems like it raised up higher than the other two. And this is the one I put a little bit more sugar in. That's strange, isn't it? We'll see how it does. So this has been 7 minutes, and that's about the best it's going to do because I only filled this little part down in here half full this last time because that's all the batter I had left. But it looks pretty good. If I leave it in longer, it's going to get too brown on the bottom, so I'm going to take it out now. Ow, hot. Let's see. There it is. So that was half filled, which is really strange because it raised up higher than the other two that I had filled to the, almost to the top of this little place here. Yep, that raised up higher. But the top won't get all brown, got a little brown, but I think that might even work better to put it just a little more than half full in there. Okay, I'm also today making some Pinto Beans soup to go with it. And what I have in there is Pinto Beans and a few potatoes, some carrots, some celery, some onion. And it's looking pretty good. And then I'm going to put some hickory smoked ham, leftover ham I had in the freezer, in it. And that'll flavor it up with the hickory flavor. Yum. And then I'll have the cornbread. And my husband, he wants a little mini biscuit. So the next thing I'm going to make in here in just a minute is one of the little mini biscuits. So I have 1/3 cup of self-rising flour. I use the GV from Walmart. 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to grate on this grater here about a tablespoon, or not quite, of unsalted butter. Then after I mix that up, I'm just going to mix it up real easy, no big deal. Stir it up together. Then I'm going to add the 3 tablespoons, or a little over, we'll see how that goes, of water. Some days it takes 3 tablespoons of water, and some days it'll take 3 1/4 tablespoons, and I guess it depends on the humidity of the day. But anyway, you can just whip one of these biscuits up in a couple minutes. So there it is. We got a 1/3 cup of flour, self-rising flour, 8 teaspoons of salt, not quite, about 1 tablespoon of butter grated into it. And then I just took the spoon and chopped the butter up into the flour, and then I added the three tablespoons of water. Now I'll put it in this little I'll just scrape it out to this little pie maker, and we'll set the timer for 9 minutes. So there it is. I don't even push it down or anything into it. I do like the tops to get brown. Then I close it up. You can see the little pie maker lid raising up because the biscuit's starting to rise. So I left this in another minute. So I got really brown on top and bottom. And it looks pretty good. So I'm going to take it out now. Well, I usually use a spatula or something that's silicone. Let's see. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Just a minute. I'll take it out and be back. So here it is. I don't know if you can see it, but they're flaky from the butter. See that? Oh, yum. And they're crispy on the outside and soft, so soft and yummy on the inside. I have another video I made where I did some different types of food together, and I made the biscuit and I showed the inside, but believe me, it's fluffy and soft inside and crispy outside. These little pie makers are amazing. You whip up a biscuit and you have one in a few minutes. It's so nice. And cornbread too. Well, I might come back, but we'll probably just end it here, I guess, because bean soup, that's not what the recipe is today. That's just a simple bean soup I got going with some ham. And I may make a nice bean soup one day and put it on. But for now, this is mainly about the little pie maker, which I am in love with, making the biscuits and cornbread. And then I'll come back on later, on with some more hacks in this little pie maker. Okay, well, thanks for watching, friends. See you later. Bye-bye.